In this video, I'll be walking you through how to use Cait Sith in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Let's get started.
You never guessed I had this up my sleeve.
First, let's go over some basic moves. Press square multiple times to perform a multi-hit melee combo.
Playtime's over.
Hold square to hover above the ground to perform a small AoE attack. Press triangle to perform Kitty Wallop, which is a vertical leap attack that strikes downwards, hitting the enemy multiple times on the way down. This can be really good for generating ATB. Dodge, then press square to perform a ranged attack. Continuously pressing square will extend the ranged attack with a few more hits. Cait Sith's basic attacks will change when using the Let's Ride ability, summoning his Moogle companion.
What the hell? Coming our way. You're gonna love this one. Brace yourself. You're in for it now.
Next up are Cait Sith's ATB abilities. Let's Ride is Cait Sith's main ability that you will want to use at the start of every battle and cost 1 ATB. A tip here is to use First Strike Materia so that you can perform Let's Ride at the start, or you can use an accessory such as Choco King's Cape or Whistlewind Scarf. Let's Ride calls out your Moogle into battle, allowing Cait to hop aboard, enabling 3 levels of Moogle abilities linked to the triangle button, such as Dropkick, Defense, Fight, Mount, Go Wild, Petrify Pile Drive, Silence Slam, Toxic Tackle, and Stop Strike. Dropkick is his level 1 default Moogle ability, which performs a powerful physical attack. A tip here is to use Dropkick to fill up the Moogle gauge to level 2, which will then reveal the next random party-wide support buff. Take note that the level 3 enfeebling abilities such as Silent Slam, Toxic Tackle, Stop Strike, and Petrify Pile Drive only appear when the gauge fills up to level 3. To fill up the gauge to level 3, bypassing the support buffs, you will simply dismount the Moogle and use only Cait Sith, which will gradually fill up the gauge while the Moogle is attacking. When you mount the Moogle once again, take note of the gauge's progress. This will then be level 3 Moogle Enfeeble abilities that will then be available. The level 2 support buffs include the following. Fight grants the party Bravery and Faith. Bravery increases attack power and Faith increases magic attack power. Defense grants the party Protect and Shell. Protect increases defense and Shell increases magic defense. Go Wild grants the party Berserk, which increases damage dealt and received. The level 3 Enfeeble abilities include the following. Silence Slam inflicts silence. Stop Strike inflicts stop and slow. Toxic Tackle inflicts poison. Petrify Pile Drive inflicts petrify. Take note that these abilities will be made available at random. You will use the Let's Ride ability again should your Moogle's HP reach 0 during battle, or to simply reset the Moogle's health to full. The Moogle's HP gauge is indicated on the bottom right corner next to Cait Sith's HP bar. Summoning the Moogle will also allow for more abilities that were previously not accessible, such as Moogle Magic, Moogle Kaboom, Limit Breaks, and more. We will cover all of the Moogle abilities later in this video.
This one, this is gonna knock your socks off.
Pressing circle will dismount the Moogle, separating the two, which allows the Moogle to attack while you take control of Cait Sith. This is a great way to keep Cait Sith alive while the Moogle goes in to attack. Cait Sith's basic attacks will also change while mounted on the Moogle. Pressing square will spam a ranged attack while you move about the battlefield. Holding square will quickly have Cait Sith spinning towards the enemy, hitting them multiple times, and this is a great way to fill up the ATB gauge even faster. This can also act as a gap closer as well. Take note that while mounted, your attack damage will also increase. Next up is Dodge and Dive. Dodge and Dive costs 1 ATB and evades an attack, then uses the Moogle to counter with a reckless charge. This will fill the ATB gauge when successful. Take note that this can only be used while the Moogle is on the battlefield. Next is Fortune Telling. Fortune Telling can be used either with or without the Moogle and cost 1 ATB. When mounted, this ability has the Moogle reaching back and punching their enemy with either small or large damage. This is great for gap closing from long distances and can also punch multiple enemies when grouped up. When Cait Sith is solo, he leaps into the air and hits the enemy on the way down with his Megaphone. Next is Moogle Kaboom. Moogle Kaboom must be used with your Moogle and costs 1 ATB. This ability turns your Moogle into a ticking time bomb that explodes when it leaves combat. A tip here is to use this ability immediately after summoning your Moogle. Next is Moogle Mine. Moogle Mine must be used with your Moogle and cost 1 ATB. This ability uses the Moogle to scatter landmines that explode upon enemy contact, moderately increasing stagger. This ability is best used with groups of multiple enemies. Next is Moogle Knuckle. Moogle Knuckle must be used with your Moogle and costs 1 ATB. This ability uses the Moogle to deliver a fistful of pain, increasing stagger damage bonus. This ability is best used while the enemy is staggered to increase the damage bonus multiplier. Take note that this is a 2-hit combo that increases the bonus with each hit. Next up is Moogle Magic. Moogle Magic must be used with your Moogle and cost 1 ATB. This ability will use an equipped summons ability. Take note that Moogle Magic can only be used while riding your Moogle during battles in which summons are available. There will be instances where summons are not allowed, therefore rendering this ability unusable. The cooldown of this ability will increase with each use.
This'll make him sweat!
The summon you have equipped will appear in battle for one of their abilities and then leave the battlefield. Take note that summoning using this ability only have the summon using one of their abilities and not their entire kit. Here are a few examples of Moogle Magic using Gilgamesh, Bahamut Arisen, Phoenix, Kujata, and Alexander. Which summon do you like to use with Cait Sith? Let us know in the comments below.
You're gonna love this one! This one's a showstopper! This one's a show to make him sweat! Make it count now! It's a showstopper! Spice things up, eh?
You're going down!
This one's a showstopper! Let's spice things up, eh?
Was that it?
Next is Lady Luck. Lady Luck costs 1 ATB and calls upon the Goddess of Fortune to temporarily increase allies' critical hit rate. This ability can be used with or without the Moogle. Next up is Roll All the Dice. Roll All the Dice costs 1 ATB bar and rolls a single die. These results will vary depending on which number appears. Rolling a 1 executes a Fire and Thunder attack. Rolling a 2 executes a Hyper Beam attack. Rolling a 3 executes an Arrow and Blizzard attack. Rolling a 4 will grant a party buff called Total Outrage, which grants Fury. Fury quickens the limit break gauge charge rate, but you'll become vulnerable to damage. Rolling a 5 will grant a party buff called Regenerative Aura, which grants regen, gradually restoring HP. Rolling a 6 will grant a party buff called Expansive Shield, which grants a shield buff, nullifying physical damage taken. Take note that you can use Roll All the Dice with or without your Moogle on the battlefield. Another note here is that you can roll as many die as you want so long as you have the ATB, resulting in Cait Sith constantly attacking enemies and, more importantly, buffing the party. Using United Refocus is a great way to constantly use this ability. Lucky Slots is an ability that costs 2 ATB to use, which brings up a slot machine minigame during battle. Press square or X to stop the reels and activate a random effect. Take note that the battle does not stop while the slots are rolling, and you must land 3 of a kind for the significant ability to take effect. Landing any random pattern, however, will summon Cat Scratch, summoning bowls above the enemy's heads, dropping on them for little damage. Lucky Slots can be performed with or without the Moogle. Take note that if you get knocked off your Moogle during Lucky Slots, the minigame will disappear. Landing 3 Moogles grants Soldier Mog, which summons flying Moogles on the battlefield and will explode on contact, dealing high damage. Landing 3 Crowns grants Jackpot, which rains down a ton of crowns and gil from the sky, dealing damage to everything it hits. Landing 3 Stars grants all party members a limit breaker buff, granting increased limit gauge and raising everyone's limit level. Landing 3 Bars grants Super Stagger to all enemies, significantly staggering them. Landing 3 Hearts grants all party members resist and re-raise. Resist prevents detrimental status effects, and re-raise grants auto life, which revives a target automatically once per battle should their HP reach 0. Next up are Cait Sith's synergy skills. First is Magic Megaphone with either Cloud, Tifa, or Yuffie. This will instruct your partner to attack a target of your choice. This is great for instances where party members are focusing on another enemy or when one enemy is close to dying. Next is All Out Assault with all party members. This will team up with your partner to perform a close ranged attack. Take note that Cait Sith will hop off the Moogle, allowing for Cait Sith, the Moogle, and a party member to all 3 deal damage. Next is Bodyguard, which partners with Barret, Aerith, or Red 13 and asks your partner to defend you while you move about the field. This is good for when Magic Moogle has an extended cast time link. Next up are Cait Sith's synergy abilities. Soldier Moogle class partners with Cloud, where Cloud hops aboard Cait Sith's Moogle and lends his sword to deliver fearsome slashes. This will increase both Cloud's and Cait Sith's limit levels. Soldier class can only be used while the Moogle is summoned.
Do it, Tad! Leave it to cut set!
Mayhem Go Round partners with Barret, where Barret and Cait Sith spin around, launching a ranged attack across a wide area. This will increase both Barret's and Cait Sith's limit levels. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using this synergy ability.
You got my back! What's it?
Moogle Dunk Shot partners with Tifa, where Tifa swings Cait Sith's Moogle around and launches it at an enemy. This will increase both Tifa's and Cait Sith's limit levels. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using this synergy ability.
Oh, you know I won't.
Feline Fury partners with Red 13, where Red 13 and Cait Sith charge forward with an animalic abandon. This will increase both Red 13's and Cait Sith's limit levels. This can be used with or without the Moogle.
Steady now. Roger.
United Refocus partners with Tifa or Yuffie, temporarily allowing a 3-charge ATB gauge and can be performed with or without the Moogle.
What a team!
Mega Moogle Mash partners with Aerith, where Aerith embiggens Cait Sith's Moogle and launches it at an enemy. This is best used on staggered foes, where it will grant attack power boost and staggered time extension. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using this synergy ability. Purrfect Shot partners with Barret, where Barret uses Cait Sith for support while he unleashes a ranged attack. This is best used on staggered foes, where it will grant attack power boost and staggered time extension. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using this synergy ability.
You're up, Cat! You will never! Let's go!
Mognificent Shot partners with Red 13, where Red 13 and Cait Sith's Moogle leap into the air and attack from above. This allows for unlimited MP for a time. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using the synergy ability. Curiosity's End partners with Cloud, where Cait Sith leaps onto Cloud's shoulder and delivers a calculated strike. This allows for unlimited MP for a time. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using the synergy ability.
Hey, Cloud got it!
Kitty Cannonade partners with Aerith, where Aerith imbues Cait Sith's Moogle with magical energy and unleashes a ranged attack. This allows for unlimited MP for a time. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using the synergy ability.
Charging up.
And let's fly! What a team!
Moogle Pinwheel partners with Yuffie, where Yuffie and Cait Sith attack in tandem with a secret ninja technique. This allows for unlimited MP for a time. This can be used with or without the Moogle. One tip here is the Moogle will be summoned to the battlefield if not already summoned when using this synergy ability.
I will really get to!
Next up are Cait Sith's limit breaks, which require the Moogle to be summoned to use any of them. First is Magic Mogbox, which is Cait Sith's level 1 limit break. This uses the Moogle to lob the box of tricks at an enemy and find out what's inside.
Now that's a wee stroke of luck!
Mega Magic Mogbox is Cait Sith's level 2 limit break, which uses the Moogle to lob an enormous box of tricks at an enemy and find out what's inside.
Let's see what's inside, shall we?
Giga Magic Mogbox is Cait Sith's level 3 limit break, which uses the Moogle to lob a mind-boggling big box of tricks at an enemy and find out what's inside.
You never guessed I had this up my sleeve!
Let's go over a few recommended accessories. Comment below on which accessory you use most. Speed Demon Keychain slightly replenishes the ATB gauge when using a weapon ability. Enhanced Karmic Cowl can be used for increasing both Vitality and Spirit by 50, while also granting immunity to slow and instant death. Golden Brawler's Gloves increases the limit gauge charge rate upon staggering a foe. Enhanced Draconic Ring increases max HP by 5% and also increases the limit gauge charge rate upon successfully blocking. Enhanced Expeditionary Medal increases limit level to maximum at the start of battle. Limit Booster fills the limit gauge halfway at the start of battle. Prayer Materia Earrings allows use of the highest level of Prayer Materia, drastically increasing the amount of HP recovered. Luck Up Materia Earrings allows use of the highest level of Luck Up Materia, increasing luck by 50%. Whistlewind's Scarf will slightly fill the ATB gauge at the start of battle. Another accessory is Choco King's Cape, which will fill 1 ATB charge at the start of battle. Let's go over a few recommended materia for Cait Sith. Time Materia linked with Magnify Materia offers AoE Haste, Slow, and Stop. Haste will speed up everyone's ATB gauges, and Stop really comes in handy when you have those moments where you just need a breather. Enemy Skill Materia linked with HP Absorption Materia is extremely OP and offers a ton of damage output and HP absorption. Plasma Discharge goes off constantly as Cait Sith gains ATB at such a fast rate. Sonic Boom will provide Cait Sith damage up as well. He can even use Soothing Breeze to assist with AoE healing. Dark Side Materia increases ability potency by a certain percentage depending on the level, but take note that you will suffer 5% HP damage on each use. A tip here is to use enemy skill plus HP absorption to mitigate this. Dark Side Materia will affect the following abilities from Cait Sith: Let's Ride, Dodge and Dive, Fortune Telling, Moogle Mine, Moogle Knuckle, and Lucky Slots. Prayer Materia is great with Cait Sith, as a maxed out Prayer Materia can significantly top off everyone's HP in a pinch. ATB Assist Materia is perfect for Cait Sith's playstyle, as this slightly fills teammates' ATB gauges when ATB commands are used back to back. Skilled Master Materia is also a great fit for Cait Sith's playstyle, as this slightly fills the ATB gauge when multiple ATB commands are performed. Steadfast Block Materia is another way for Cait Sith to gain ATB and take less damage while guarding. Luck Up Materia adds even more crit chance for Cait Sith, increasing his crits even more. First Strike Materia is a great addition to Cait Sith's arsenal, as he has some setup time at the start, such as Let's Ride, Lady Luck, and Rolo the Dice. Speed Up Materia will increase the speed of Cait Sith's ATB gauge passively. HP Up Materias for the extra HP is always welcomed. Synergy Materia linked with Petrify while also using Magic Up Materia is a great fast casting spell that covers a large area and builds up the Petrify status effect. Magic Up Materia will enhance the damage. Level 2 Revival Materia, which will allow use of a Rise. Watch more videos just like these by subscribing, turning on that notification bell. I will see you in the next Final Fantasy VII Rebirth guide.